Welcome to the premiere Pie Like Sully episode of Sports Brillrants. Yes, that's right. A combination of brilliance mixed in with my crazy rants as I drop my unfiltered, innovative, unparalleled knowledge in the field of sports and impart it to you out there who choose to be enlightened. Let us start the NFL as it's going on right now. And a big congratulations to my Buffalo Bills on a thorough and satisfying curb stomping of the very bad Washington Redskins. Now, as much as I would love to give 118% credit to the Buffalo Bills for a glorious victory in Toronto, which I will address in a moment, I can't help but think every time I watch Mike Shanahan coach, my God, John Elway, awesome. Like John Elway gets better every time Mike Shanahan coaches. Think about it. He does. Joe Montana is in jeopardy of getting passed by John Elway as the greatest quarterback ever if Mike Shanahan continues to coach for like more than 2 or 3 years. I mean, it's brutal. I mean, you get shut out. Like, try a flea flicker, end around, like a halfback pass, throw it to a rag pull. Do some crazy shit, man. Try something. Don't get shut out. That's embarrassing. Get shut out on Madden in like 4-minute quarters. Try something crazy. What's the worst that could happen? You can't go negative. Well, I mean, you guys probably find a way if that's possible, but you ain't made it there yet. So, there's that. Oh, now, let's get to Toronto. The Bills, I understand the whole 5-year, $78 million, let's get paid, go play in Canada. It is a disgrace. Georgie was right. It is not a home game. It's pathetic. Chandler has a huge touchdown in the corner of the end zone. Tries to go do like some Lambo leap or something. And there's just like one guy sitting there with a video camera. Oh, yeah, that's good for you, man. Here, pat on the back. Way to go, eh? Shit, man, I bet half those people thought it was a hockey game. Got in there like, oh, this is football today, eh? Oh, well, at least they're serving beer, eh? I guess I'll stay, eh? You know what I mean? Like, what are they doing instead of the hey, Buffalo Bills? It's probably like, hey, Buffalo, they just, Canucky-eyes it all, for them. But Bills fans can't get across the border. Come on, man. Some Bills fans got legal issues, alright? Watching the Bills play every game, year after year, likelihood of run-ins with the law rises. I mean, every Bills fan out there, I mean, they're starting to, the bandwagon's starting to fill up now, but, at the beginning of the season and for the last, like, decade plus behind, only diehard Bills fans. It's the only ones who are. Everybody else, dead. Gone. So, and I couldn't help saying, the New York, smaller note, the New York Giants of New Jersey escaped with their lives, barely, to the Dolphins. So impressive. Almost impressive is sharing a field in New Jersey. That's why when it comes to who is the best team in New York, it's a trick question. Because only one team actually plays pro football in New York. And it's the Buffalo Bills. Not the New York Giants of New Jersey. The New York Jets of New Jersey. I know, the Bills players, coaches, they're going to come out and talk about our upcoming matchup with the Jets, but, won't come out and talk shit, per se. But on behalf of Bills fans, to the Jets, you're going to whoop your ass. You guys suck. Sanchez is so shamefully overrated that I don't even have like an accurate. I don't even have the words to define him. I mean, he is like. I'm just moving on. He's just. LT's old. You think you're a running team, but Sean Green's not any good either. Your defense can't stop the run now, so you're like a 500 team, but your coach runs your mouth for you, and so guys are coming out looking to blast you in the mouth extra hard because your mouth is douchebags. So Bill's gonna whoop your ass this week and move right along because that's what they do. Take care of business. So there's that. Poor Timmy Tebow, man, got crushed out there. Didn't look too good. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers could have been quarterback at Denver. They'd have got their ass whooped in that game. I mean, Denver, no Willis, Trey Lloyd. I mean, no line, no defense. That team is just horrible. What can you expect from Tebow? And Fox doesn't want him to do well at all because if Tebow does well enough to not totally suck, then people are going to be like, oh, give him another chance. And John Fox wants to get rid of him because he's not his kind of guy. Because look at John Fox stuck with Jake Delhomme 2 years after he should have. That proves how old school and stubborn and unwilling to be innovative like Josh was there. So, unless Tebow gets in a situation where they're going to let him run shotgun and spread the field and, kind of like the Bills do. I mean, he did good backup quarterback for the Bills, but we're doing all right now without him. So, yeah. Speaking of the Bills, stop playing games in Toronto. It's pathetic, all right? At least it didn't cost us this year, but last year with Miami, everybody knows they can't play well in the snow and give away our home field advantage. For what? To screw the fan base out of a Bills Dolphins game where we get to come and laugh at the Dolphins fans who go because, we're always able to beat the Dolphins in the snow and throw snowballs at them either way. So, quit cheating us out of good games. Quit doing that. It's grimy. $200 for nosebleed seats. So, being stupid, Buffalo. Pay Freddie. Pay Stevie. Give them money. $325. Give Freddie. Come on. Give them reasonable deals. Set a base contracts. Guys play with chip on their shoulders the whole career. They'll do it. It'll work. It'll be fine. Whatever. Last thing on football. Andrew Luck. Alright. Why can't anybody see? He's going to totally pull Eli Manning. He's going to stay California because he can pick his team. He's going to be rich. He's going to be famous. He's going to be quarterback. Star quarterback. Going to be paid either way. If he cared about every dollar, he'd already be pro. I mean, he can't say anything now because he'd be a really douchey looking, Alex Smith. But, he's going to step into San Francisco. His coach is there. His system's there. He's got a stacked team there to become a perennial powerhouse for a decade afterwards. He doesn't have to barely move or whatever. And one reason he wouldn't go to San Francisco. The kid's not stupid. He's going to Stanford. He's not going to make us, you know what I mean? If you're going to get paid and you're going to be a starter, then, you start looking at the other factors. Guys who play in California don't like to stay and play in California if they can. Here it's a nice place. Warm and shit. People like that. It's crazy. Warm. So yeah. You go and try, to lose games thinking you're going to get Andrew Luck. You're going to be shit out of it. Well, San Francisco. True story. Moving on to the NBA. 52%, really? We're fighting over. Now, this is why people think you guys are douchebags. If you want to just get the thing done with, what are the owners? They're 30 rich guys with buildings. You guys are rich guys. Go get a bunch of other rich guys. Get 30 rich guys with buildings and threaten to create like a full-scale actual league with a whole NBA talent pool played under the rules that you want to be played under, and then offer any NBA owners who are willing to be reasonable, like you guys say you are being. Then guys like Mark Cuban come along to the new league. Guys like Donald Sterling and James Dolan just kind of get gone and such. Vamos. These guys stink anyway. Get some new rich guys with buildings. Create leverage. Get the deal done. Want some ball nut? Come on. Get your shit together. Or, while you're at the whole labor thing, you could make it so NBA players don't foul out of games. And just when they pick up a sixth foul, just give them like 2 shots in the ball, like a flagrant. That way, refs can't take star players out of the games because some referees think people come there to watch refs ref for some godforsaken reason. So, maybe that's because the NBA wants to be able to influence, say, point spread outcomes of games, which you certainly can do if hey there, LeBron, 2 fouls, sit on the bench. Yeah, that's right. Heat are favored by 9. Just saying. Let the star players stay in the game. No one wants to see, who wins between the Heat and the Cavs if, Kobe and LeBron both foul out with 4 minutes left. It's about finding out who the better team is. Or is it? You're looking all grimy and shit, NBA. Get your fucking act together. This guy on the couch gotta tell you how to fix shit. Come on. Moving on to Major League Baseball. Para los fanáticos de los Yankees. It's all you crazy Yankee fans out there in the nation. Don't despair. We didn't win the World Series this year, but it's alright. We were still the best team. We'll re-sign CC and be like, oh, he could opt out. Yeah, he'll probably opt out. He'll hit us up for a raise, whatever. Pay him through 38, whatever. When's the last time the Yankees lost a player in their prime? We desperately needed. No one. That's right, because the Yankees don't get outbid for players that they need. CC loves it in New York. He's gonna stay. Just hit us up for a raise. Who cares? The Yankees got the money and we need him. He knows it. Let him get paid. Who cares? However, bringing back Martin, really need to look at the catching situation because you got Jesus in there who you got to have, catching a couple days a week behind Martin. And what are you going to do with Romine and Cervelli? I mean, you can't get much for Cervelli, but you can move Romine and, maybe one, Brackman or somebody like that, and you get a frontline starter like, say, Felix Hernandez. I mean, I don't know how he feels about coming to New York, but sure looks, sharp and pinstripes in there behind CC Felix Nova. It'd be pretty nice. Pretty nice. It's alright, Yankees will be back next year. But while it comes to fixing baseball, time of games, horrible. That all you need to do, alright, get rid of signs. That'll speed things up. Put a little, microphone in the glove, the pitcher. So we'd be like, curveball away, have a catcher and everybody else who needs one, have an earpiece. They hear, I'll be like, FBI guys, oh, yeah, I hear you. And then they don't need to do signs, there's no sign stealing. Then you do the K zone like they do on playoff games.